Ndị be anyị ekeneni m unu ọzọ n'ụbọchị nke taata. Asịrị m unu ka ọ dịrị anyị na mma. Asị m na ihe adị ka echi na echi ada agwụ agwụ. Ndị ga-esi na-esonyela ihe a bụ Igbo Media, bụ ebe anyị si wee na-ewetara unu ya bụ ngalaba ozi a dị nnukwu mkpa. Anyị si ka anyị gosi unu gbasata maka ihe na-eme na Igbo community and obodo anụ anyị nọ n'ime ya. Dịka o si dị, ọ bụ na nke a bụ mbọsị izizi ị na-ezite chanel anyị bụ Igbo Media, gbaa mbọ rinne ka ị sọskraịbụ and share ya ka o rute ndị ọzọ aka. Maka na infọmeshọn anyị na-enye unu bụ ihe unu ga-ama gbasata maka ihe na-eme n'obodo a, anụkwunu mara ka unu si akwado na ya bụ ife bụ ya ka anyị si ka anyị drọpụ ọrụ bifo anyị gosi unu ihe anyị ji maka ya wee bịa. Ị ga-esi ya bụ ife anyị ji maka ya wee bịa, ị drọpụrụ anyị alụ gị ife iche gbasata maka ya bụ ife ndị niile ekwu n'iru akwụkwọ. Alright, over to you, sir.
Who sit under the trees and small tables? How can they control your economy and determine how much a dollar should cost? Why has the government dollarized the economy that you can even see government officials spending money and spraying dollars? Why are things so bad? And the way we are going, it's already 1,000 naira, 50 naira to the dollar. When I predicted last year it will go to 1.5, some people said I was crazy. But can I now predict, if we are not careful, we'll be going to a situation where we once saw in Ghana, where they were carrying their CD in baskets to the market to go and buy things which they would put in their pocket. Before the end of this year, if we are not careful, the naira may exchange to up to 4,000 naira to the dollar. Do you know why?
Prof,
Because there's nothing
things changed
in place.
rapidly in the last 2 days. The naira was exchanging in the parallel market for up to 1,600, 1,700. In fact, at some point, it went to about 1,850 or thereabout. But it since come down to about 1,004 thereabout. I don't know how much is sold today. But it looks like in the last 24 hours, things are really dropping. But when you say drawing board, what is drawing board? Because this is a new government who says that it's going to bring renewed hope to Nigerians. What is the meaning of drawing board anyway?
This is not renewed hope. This is renewed poverty. But we were already having poverty before. But it is now renewed on a higher scale. Going back to the drawing board by that, I mean that this government should try to think outside the box. If possible, think without the box. New innovations. Look at what is going on in Argentina and other countries. It was one great philosopher who said, if you continue to do things using the same methods by which you did them before, only a madman will do that. So this government cannot think that mere removal of oil subsidy was the magical wand we were looking for. And I knew it would not work. By the way, what is this oil subsidy? Because I still hear some people again say the government has to remove oil subsidy. So when will this subsidy be removed finally? What is this subsidy? When does it stop? Why are we operating cloud hackers economy, what we call disarticulate economy, of consuming what we do not produce and producing what we do not consume? That is what is going on. So what is this subsidy? When is it going to stop? What are the palliatives? What are the measures to cushion the effect? None in place. That is what I mean by government going back to the drawing board. They wanted to come to power. The people have given them power. But the people are now the ones demonstrating because they are hungry. And I was shocked to hear one government official saying these spontaneous demonstrations were sponsored. Sponsored by who? Do you think hunger knows politics? Hunger does not understand APC or PDP or Labour Party. Hunger is neither Fulani nor Hausa nor Edo nor Igbo nor Yoruba. Hunger does not have color. Hunger is hunger. And a hungry man is an angry man. And that is why these spontaneous demonstrations are coming up from Ibadan to Shogbo, from Kano to Sokoto, from Aba to Wiri, from Benin to Enugu, from Port Harcourt to Calabar, and you are saying these are sponsored? Hello? When the house is on fire, the blind will know because they will feel it. The lame will know because they will hear about it. The dumb will know because they will feel the heat. Things are bad, bad, bad. Yeah. And it has never been so bad.
Yeah.
So let's not pretend.
Yeah,
please, for God's sake.
Yeah, let me take you quickly, because one of the major reasons why I invited you, I mean, this is just coincidence that this is happening today. One of the reasons why I spoke with you over the weekend is the worry and concern of very senior member of the bar. And as a very senior member of the inner bar, you are also worried when we had the conversation about what is going on in Osun State. The judiciary has been on vacation, not a voluntary vacation, a compulsory vacation, which is called a violent civil vacation, a holiday, so to say. What is going on in Osun State? Judiciary is on perpetual holiday there since December last year, or November, thereabout.
It's such a shame that the judiciary in Osun State has been on forced strike and vacation since November 22 last year. By the way, I am patron to JUSUM, the Judiciary Staff Union of Nigeria. And because of that, I know their plight. I know their problems. We usually say the judiciary is being buffeted by the executive or by the legislature. But this is a situation where the judiciary is actually self-destruct, engaging in self-immolation, thereby exactly bringing to fruition what Alexander Hamilton once said in his Federalist paper number 78, that the judiciary is the weakest of the three arms of government because it does not have armies to defend itself, and it does not have a purse or finances to control. But Sean, the irony is that this time, it is not the other arms of government that are dealing with the judiciary. It is the judiciary itself that is dealing with itself. The Chief Judge of Osun State, Justice Oyebola Adekwele Ojo, should, to me, climb down from her high horse and attend to the burning issues at stake. She should not behave like Nero, who was playing games when Rome was on fire. She should stop going to Canada for 6 weeks when her judiciary is at a standstill. It is not another arm of government. It is the same judiciary. Judicial workers are entitled to certain requisites of office, their salary, before they can work. What brought this about was in November last year. The judiciary staff were complaining that 5 of their staff were unilaterally, arbitrarily, whimsically, and capriciously suspended by Justice Ojo, the Chief Judge, without reference to the JSC, the Judicial Service Commission of the state. And of these 5 staff, 3 of them were arraigned before the Chief Magistrate Court, and they were discharged and acquitted. 4 other staffs were subjected to appearance before panels set up by the Chief Judge herself. The panels exculpated these 2 staff and recommended that they be recalled to their offices. But as I speak to you, the whole of these 5 staff have not still been recalled. Meanwhile, Sean, their salary is being paid innocently by the government, only for the staff to be commandeered to always take the salary and bring it and pay into the finance department of the High Court of Osun State. Now, so the judicial workers or judiciary workers started accusing the chief judge of high-handedness, of refusal to obey rule of law, and even of using religious divisiveness to sow seeds of discord amongst judges and staff and between judges and judges within the state. They said wardrobe allowances are not given to judges. They said the library has not been functional since 2015, in spite of the fact that 12 million naira is remitted every month for the operation of the library. They said that a system of e-affidavit was started by the chief judge, found out to a private consultant, and that the private consultant remits only 250 naira per affidavit to the state government coffers, while 750 naira goes to where nobody knows. So they complain about this continuously, that there's no promotion, everybody is stagnated.
Prof, sorry if I may jump in. 2 weeks ago, the governor, Demola Adeleke, sent out a release asking, giving 1 week for the Attorney General, the Secretary to the state government, to set up a small committee and ensure that this impasse is resolved immediately. And also, in that statement, the governor had also said that he put the Attorney General on notice and put the NJC on notice. Why is this going on in that state? And it does look like it's an impossible task to resolve this impasse.
I tell you, Sheung, the truth is that there was a tripartite meeting based on the governor's own intervention. Because this thing is not about the government, about the executive, or about Governor Adeleke. This is about judiciary against judiciary, staff against the chief judge against the staff. A tripartite meeting was set up between JUSUM, Judicial Staff Union of Nigeria, which was represented by the national president of JUSUM. The Attorney General represented Osun State government, while the chief registrar of the High Court of Justice of Osun State represented the judiciary, the High Court. They arrived at certain decisions. And some of the decisions was that these 5 workers that were unlawfully, illegally, and arbitrarily suspended should be recalled. And that the 2021-2022 wardrobe allowances should be paid to those who deserve it. The library should start, and that the chief judge should no longer would victimize other people. And he did. One Mrs. Bosse Fagbemi, who had again been illegally transferred by the chief judge, while she brought in someone who she felt will work better with her, a minion, should also be recalled. I tell you, the state government quickly, from what the judiciary staff told me, quickly mobilized and paid all outstanding money so that they will fulfill all righteousness. But as we speak to you, the chief judge has not been able to call for a meeting of the JSC, the Judicial Service Commission. She has not recalled the 5 suspended workers. Everything is at a standstill. And guess what? November last year, the staff members, feeling buffeted to a corner, decided to picket the High Court premises and the Chief Judge's office. They told me, and this is already in the public domain, in video, in words, that the Chief Judge invited the police. The police came there and brutally, forcibly, forcefully, scattered the peaceful demonstrators, shooting sporadically, tear gas. Some of these workers were injured, some were hospitalized, some ran for their dear lives. So the entire place till tomorrow.
But I mean, the NJC, the NJC, looking at solution now, the NJC should be the supervisory institution over a state judiciary, for example. I mean, shouldn't the NJC be weighing in on this matter? What do you think is a way out, the solution?
As a matter of fact, the JUSUM and another private NGO, including the House of Assembly, have since petitioned the Chief Judge against the Chief Judge to the NGSC. Don't forget that the House of Assembly had, pursuant to what they consider to be their powers, under Section 128, Subsection 2, and 129 of the Constitution, suspended the Chief Judge. Although they later said they were not suspending her, but they were recommending to NGSC to suspend her. Don't forget that it is the NGSC under Section 292 of the Constitution that has disciplinary powers over judges. So the NGSC now has the petitions of these people, should quickly summon a meeting to look at it. I am aware of the decision of Eleru Habib, the Attorney General of Kwara State, and other cases, including the case of Ngajiwa, that it is only the NGSC that has powers, disciplinary powers over judges. And that it is when they have finished that you can even call in security agencies. So as far as I'm concerned, as far as the facts show, the Osun State government, including the JUSUM, including the House of Assembly, have done all they should and all they can by now sending formal petitions to the National Judicial Commission, NJC, and it is now left for the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Olukayode Ariwola, who also doubles as the chairman of the NJC, to quickly meet and resolve this matter. Do you know what, Sheon? Do you know what it means to close down a state judiciary for 3 months? Do you know that potential investors, when they hear about that, they will run away? That is one whole arm of government has been suspended, like what the military governments normally did. It was always because they suspended the other arms of government that we said they were military dictators, military tyrants. But here is a situation where it is neither the executive nor the legislature suspending the judiciary, but the judiciary itself suspending itself through the acts of the Chief Judge, who should actually, I must pray her, my Lord, I pray you earnestly to please, in the name of God, in the name of all that is good for Osun State and the judiciary, to look at it and climb down from your high horse. All these workers, because a house without pillars is no house.
Yeah,
that is why you can't function.
Yeah,
can't function without the. Call them for a round table meeting.
Yeah.
You can resolve this matter in 24 hours.
All right.
Even without calling the NJC. Why are you externalizing your problems, which you can solve?
Yeah.
Is it a matter of ego? Is it a matter of victimhood sense? I do not know. Or do you?
Well, we're due for a break, Prof. But I must sincerely thank you. I know how passionate you are about the state of affairs, and as a patron of JUSUM, a lot of calls are coming on what has happened in the judiciary.
All my life, I've defended the judiciary. I've defended the judiciary all my life. Everybody knows about that. Just Google my government and add judiciary. I defend them because they cannot speak for themselves. Right. But what do you do in a situation where it is the judiciary dealing with itself, slapping itself, turning at itself? It's a sad story.
Professor Mike Ozekome, Professor of Law, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, thank you so much for your intervention tonight. And I hope that this works and the judiciary in Osun State will get back on its feet. Thank you so much.
Let us have hope, Nigerians. Things will be better. They'll be better. They'll be better tomorrow.
Thank you so much, Prof.
Ndị be anyị daalụ nne nụ ihe a bụkwa Igbo Media anyị si wee na-ewetakwara unu nnukwu ozi a dị oke mkpa dịka anyị si kwuo unu nkwa na dịka anyị si na-agba mbọ ewere ike ị na-enye unu update bụ ihe gbasara maka ife na-eme na ana Igbo be anyị na ndị nwere onwe nke a na-azọ. Ọ ya bụ nkwa ka anyị kwere unu na anyị ga na-emezu ya. Ọzọ dịka ibe ya bụ iwe ọchịa ihe a kịta ị nụrụ n'elu akwụkwọ Biafran Prime Minister kwuru, gwa onwe gị eziokwu n'ụdị nke gị. na nchịkọta mmụọ gị ka arụ iwelitela anyị n'ihe maka oke ihe ga na-esi na-emezi. O nwere ebe ekweta na ndị Igbo ya anọ, o nwere ebe anyị sịrị anyị nọrọ. Igbo abụlọ senate president, Igbo abụlọ vice president, nothing. And na ụmụ ihe ndị niile amegasịkwa anụ ụmụnne anyị esokwa na-agba owofa mgba maka oke ife ya je megidezie ajụrụzi asị ma ọ gịnị na-emezi ọ dị ka arụ achọziri ime anyị negodin ka obodo si dị ka e mere ji jide nwanne anyị nwoke bụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na mkpọrọ akwa maka ndị Igbo. Gịnị ka ihe ọjọọ mere? Maka ọ sị na n'Igbo ga-adị, maka ọ sị na anyị ga-adị ka echi na echi ada agwụ agwụ. O nwere ihe ọzọ eji jide ya? Jụọ oge ajụ a, gịnị ka eji jide Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Ọkwa maka ọ sị na Igbo ya adị. Biko ọtụtụ dị ka iwe chetara ife a bụ Igbo midia anyị na-asụ n'onu be anyị, ọnụnụ be anyị ka anyị na-asụ. So biko ọ bụ na ede anụ Igbo iwe ewe na gị, ọnụnụ be anyị ka anyị ji akọwa ihe na-eme ebe a. Ka ego ọkwa na ya anyị na-ekwu bifọ unu ekwe n'iwe ka ife onye ndu melụ ọ sị na ya na-eme mgbomgbe ndị Igbo na-abịa ya n'alụ ọ na-ewute ya. Simon Ekpapini ya anyị agbaba ya mgba ka e mere obedient movement. Akwụwụrụ okwu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu kwuru before ejide ya, they will never give you that president, that seat. Akwụdoro na ya na Peter Obi winere mana nyere ya. Gịnị ka nsị ya bụ? Mba, Igbo mana na ife maka oke esi na-ekwuzi okwu ọka ife ga na-esi na-emezi. Ọ bụ na ịkpọrọ onwe gị mitin, chụkọ onwe gị ọnụ, jụọ onwe gị ajụ a ka ebe ịkwụ n'obodo a bụ Naijiria. Ajụ nchọkwa onye ọbụla bụ onye Igbo na-ege m ntị n'elu akwụkwọ a, jụọ onwe ya na na-ejicha onwe gị ya bụ ife isaa ya. Ọgwụna ka m n'ọnụ. Ihe a bụ Igbo midia. Daalụ n'ụmụnne.